Hey guys, it's Davey here, and it's currently day 122. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I do hope you guys are doing better than yesterday. Because I'm doing great today. I've done my outreach, I've done my reading, I've done my listening, I've done my meditation, journaling, just all the essentials. So today has been a win for me. Now, I decided to do all my habits towards morning because I had to go out today to have this family, not family, but like my mom's lunch with a catch up with her friends. And I guess I felt a bit left out because I don't really eat the food they eat. I'm on a meal plan, I'm on a diet cutting. So I wasn't participating in their lunch. And since they're more elderly women, there's no common sense for me to kind of get involved in the conversation. So I mean, it was definitely a good use of my time because it's nice to see different people. It's nice to see people in general and just socialize because it is important to socialize with people. But what I want to talk about today is my experience so far with cold emails outreach. Now, as you guys may know, or if you guys don't know, I started my outreach with cold calling. I did very good on cold calling, but of course, I decided to take a break and I kind of fell off the momentum, and I never had picked up cold calling ever since. But I am going to pick up cold calling. Just at the moment, I'm gonna just kind of stick consistent with cold email. Now, you guys may say this is an excuse, I'm procrastinating, and to be honest, maybe I am because cold emails, cold calling, in my opinion, is still superior. Why? Because you get feedback instantly. You get feedback on the spot when you call that prospect, so you know if you're improving or not. Whereas my experience with cold emails at the moment, I find it that you don't get much feedback. You really get any feedback like, so it's very hard to tell if you are doing good or not, if your emails are doing good or not. And for me personally, I'm sure you guys all have different experiences. Like cold emails may be a good form of outreach, and I do not doubt that. But for me, without any using any like softwares to see if my emails are delivered or open, it is very hard for me to track if I am doing good with cold email. And it doesn't help also that I am not really educated in cold emails. I'm kind of just using the knowledge I learned in cold calling and implementing in writing format. So like, state your pitch. But besides the fact that now I have to include an icebreaker, a personalized text, just to show that I take the time and consideration to do the research on the prospect so that they know I am not just spamming out emails to 100 different companies with the same pitch, even though I am, but the personalized text makes it different. But I find it very hard to know if I'm doing good. And it doesn't help also that I'm not really looking into it of how to write good emails. I'm just writing the emails, free bowling, and just see how it goes. It's probably not the wisest idea, but what I had learned from building habits, from creating habits, is that if you just stick with one habit and for a long period of time, a new habit will form. You'll start to realize that, okay, I'm writing my emails now. I'm doing like 10 emails a day. Maybe I should look into how to write better emails. See, things just start to fall into place if we just do the right thing for a long period of time. And that is what I had found out has been happening to me recently, right? Ever since I got back from my moment of defeat. As soon as I stay consistent with just the basic habits, everything started falling back into place. In a moment of time when I had done my reading, listening, meditation, I had so much time left. I was thinking to myself, I'm on the right path to become successful now, but something was missing. And I realized that maybe it's too long that I had spent without outreaching. So let's just implement outreaching again into my routine. And that came along. And then more habits came along. So eventually things like all your answers will come to you if you just allow it to come to you. A lot of the times we can't find the answer we're looking for because we are still resistant to the answer. We don't want change. But if we look for change, if we want change, change will appear to us in abundance. So writing the emails recently has been all right. what's making me stick to writing the emails and what's making me foresee all the doubt and what if I'm not good enough feeling or the negative feelings is to have some sort of measurement to see if I'm actually improving. So the measurements for me or the KPIs I go off at the moment is whether I can write quicker emails, like faster emails. So basically stay more focused and don't get up in my feelings thinking that this isn't perfect, etc. And my second method will be how good am I able to write this personalized text? If I was the prospect, I'll ask myself this. If I was the prospect and I read this text, does it seem like he's addressing me, or is there a possibility that this may be for someone else? And my goal is to eliminate any possibility that the email I'm writing to is for someone else. So the goal is to be personalized as possible. And that means sticking away from compliments. Because I find that to compliment someone is very easy and insincere sometimes. Like it just doesn't really come off sincere, and people know that. Your prospect knows that, and just writing a compliment for your personalized text is kind of like it could be very generalized. So I try to stick away from that, and I try to really push myself outside the box. And yes, some emails I have wrote can be controversial. Some emails I try to add humor, which perhaps isn't the best idea because although I may interpret it as something funny or humorous, someone else may take it as offensive. And that is what my lecturer had told me while we were doing email writing in business courses. And I kind of get her point, like sometimes what we say may not be interpreted as what we really mean. And people can take it the wrong way, especially if they have a bad mood in that day. So I guess it's just also, if we're writing stuff, stay away from any words or any phrases that can be controversial or can come up as another meaning. You want to stay clear. You want to have clarity and make sure that what you wrote can only mean one thing so that there's no ambiguity. I guess these are the focal points that I'm trying to focus on to just improve my emails because there's really if look guys, if I try to measure my progress on how many prospects had replied back to me, I may still be here in the next few months. I may still be scratching my head and going crazy because I was focusing on the replies back. I was focusing on the prospect saying, yes, let's jump on a discovery call. If I focus on the prospect and who replies back to me, I may never get there because I'll be discouraged because I don't see progress. I don't see progress because I am measuring the wrong KPI. So for me at the moment, it's just either writing quicker or writing better personalized text. And of course, as soon as I implement putting more time into researching how to write better emails, what to do and what not to do, then I can actually use the proven methodologies into writing my own emails. Not only would that give me more certainty, but also it would definitely help me write better emails in general. And when people do reply back, which it might be still a long time from now, at least then I'll be like, okay, this happened because I was doing the right thing all along. But that can only happen. I can only get people to reply back to me, or I can only wait that long if I measure something in the moment that truly means something to me. And what that means to me is staying focused and writing good personalized text, staying away from controversial topics, staying away from words or phrases that can come off as different meanings, and just stay true to what you write. But this truly has just been my day. It's just been my day, just really outreaching, really just reading and educating myself on how to be a better person in general. And that in general has made my life feel so much more enjoyable. And I hope you guys do find things and habits and routines you can stick to that will make your life more picture square. However, if you haven't yet, don't give up looking. Because if you really want to change, if you want to make a change, an impact on yourself, an impact on the people you love, then the answer will come to you. But you have to accept it. You have to be willing to have it when the opportunity do present to you. And the case is, the opportunity is probably right next to you. You just don't see it yet because deep down inside, you're still reluctant to accept the fact that you may be better. And for a long time, that was the case for me. I was unwilling to accept the fact that I may be better because I was scared of who I have to be when I do become successful. And that was a very limiting belief that held me back to really stay consistent for a long period of time. It was the reason why I keep self-sabotaging because I was afraid of how to act when I become successful. But there's really nothing to be afraid of the unknown because most likely if you want to change, if you have this conscious or subconscious thought to change, then clearly you're not really content with where your life is at the moment. And to be honest, with all the gratitude aside, like talk reality, if today there was no self improvement, I don't know what the crap I'm on about, I am not content with my life. But knowing that I have the chance, the choice to change and improve my life, that makes life more content. That makes my life more satisfying because I am the person that's able to decide my own fate. And that is important. And you guys all have that too. And I just want to remind you guys that because we are not determined as the person we have to be and we are not setting stone. We can mold ourselves, but we have to be willing to do that to ourselves. But guys, this has been my Saturday. I hope you guys had a wonderful day and I do hope the weekend has been going great for you guys. And like always, hope you guys learned something from this, but if not, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, sleep well and good night.